today? Well, you're going to see something from me right now that I do not normally do. You have never seen a book haul on my channel, and I've been here since the beginning of April. This is my first book haul, and it is my local library sale. So I will say at some point in this video, I'm going to tell my beautiful 12-year-old daughter to stop watching because she's my biggest supporter, and I don't want her to see some of this because I got it for her for Christmas. So I'll tell you, daughter, when it's time for you to get off of here. Alright, so the first thing I got, has the Invisible Man and the War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, and I am really excited because I have actually never read either one of these, and I'm looking forward to it. I have heard that Invisible Man is not quite as good as the movie recently. I think it was Book Blather that talked about this, but I might give it a try if I know I'll probably like the War of the Worlds. The next one, my favorite Shakespeare that I had to read in high school was Othello. I don't remember it that well, but I think that I will be reading this probably sometime in 2023. And the Canterbury Tales. I have not ever fully read this. I think I've read abridged versions when I was younger, so this is Chaucer, and it's been translated into modern English prose. So I'm assuming that this is different than the original. So anybody that's read this kind of version that's been kind of modernized a little bit, tell me if I'll be wasting my time or if it is worth it. So now at this point, 12-year-old daughter, stop watching the video because I'm going to be holding up some books that I'm giving you and your brothers for Christmas, okay? Get off, 12-year-old, now, okay? Alright, so the first one, and this is actually intended for my daughter, this is an abridged version of The House of Seven Gables. I don't think she's quite ready to read the full version. I read it recently, and I really love that Nathaniel Hawthorne classic. And, this is actually not for her. This somehow got mixed in with the kids' books. This is The Black Tulip by Dumas, and I have not read this before. I do enjoy Dumas' writing, and so I'm looking forward to that. That's more for me than for her. This is a kid's book for my son, Favorite Dog Stories, and it is by Peterson. I don't know anything about this. This just looks so good. And I've got The Island of the Blue Dolphins audiobook by Scott Odell. This is one that I saw when I was younger, probably in about 5th grade, I would imagine, maybe 4th grade. And it's the story of a girl who gets abandoned on an island off of California by herself, a young girl, and how she survives. I'll have to research before I give this to my daughter, but I got a book called The Evolution of Copernia Tate, and it looks like it's just a girl that has a lot of brothers, and so I don't know if there's a fantasy element at all. That says the evolution, so I don't know if she changes just normally over the years or if there's a fantasy element. And then I got the sequel to it, The Curious World of Copernia Tate. Does anybody know anything about these books? Let me know in the comments. My husband doesn't usually watch my videos, but husband, if you're watching for some reason today, go away, because I got you this for Christmas. So this is the Star Wars Betrayal, this by Aaron Alston. My husband is a huge Star Wars fan, and there's another one, the Star Wars The Truce at Baccarat by Kathy Tyers. So hopefully he'll enjoy those. Alright, this is a book that we've checked out at the library a gazillion times, and I always meant to order a copy for my kids. This is The Sweetest Story. This is called Saturdays and Tea Cakes, and it's by Lester L. Laminack, paintings by Chris Sontier, I think is how you say his name. Forgive me, Chris, if I'm saying your name wrong, not that you're watching this, but I really, really love this. It's about a little boy who every Saturday morning goes and mows his grandmother's lawn, and she always has breakfast ready for him, and after he works so hard and does the lawn, they have lunch together of like homegrown tomato sandwiches, and then they make tea cakes together, and it is a beautiful, beautiful picture book for kids. This is a picture book called Mr. Lincoln way, and it's about a teacher who is, or actually I think it's a principal of a school that's really kind and cool and everybody loves him, and how he deals with a student that is a little bit more challenging. I have never read this before, but I looked over a little bit. It looks amazing. So this is Return, and it is done by Aaron Becker, and it is one of those wonderful picture books where the children get to figure out what is going on with the story. You just have the illustrations. We have a book like this called Journey, and my daughter loves it. So this is the same, she loved it when she was little, my other kids too. This is the same author that did Journey. Holding This Back for Easter Time, The Biggest Easter Basket Ever by Stephen Crawl. We have The Biggest Valentine Ever by the same author, and it's adorable, so I thought I'd pick this up. Hold It Back for Easter Time. And for my son, my 10-year-old, I got The Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow, The Coming Storm. So this is kind of like a story book, I think, about like Jack Sparrow when he maybe was a teenager or a little boy. And then I don't really know anything about Fablehaven, but this is book 3 in the series. I thought I would pick it up because it was so cheap, and maybe we would try to find the first 2 books on Thrift Book, but I have heard that it's pretty good. Tell me, because I'm thinking about this for my 10-year-old son too, tell me, I probably will read it aloud because it's a long one, and he gets overwhelmed by long books, so it might be a bedtime read for him. But tell me what you guys think of this, and if I should check out the first and the second book. And I'm assuming it's one that has to be read in order. And this, it's one of the classics, the best in children's books. My mom had collected some of these over the years, and so I'm going to read these to my kids, and then I'm going to just give this to my mom because my mom has an extensive library with these types of things. We have Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys mystery paperback. So the picture books I'm gifting to my youngest son, the 7-year-old. And this is it still has a receipt on it. A Nancy Drew Diaries. This is kind of a more modernized graphic novel type thing. And so that's going to the 12-year-old. The 12-year-old mainly asks for books and nail polish. And she likes she likes to collect Disney Princess Barbie type dolls, even though she's kind of past the age of playing. She's a girly girl. So for Christmas, she gets books, and mainly books, and then little accessories like lip gloss and nail polish, and then, you know, she usually gets a doll or 2 to add to her collection. So this is for the 10-year-old or the 7-year-old. I haven't decided. They both love Ninjago. Ninjago in action. So Ninjago is a fun series for boys, especially my son likes martial arts. We're back to another Nancy Drew book, The Secret and the Old Lace. I don't think we've read this one. It's number 59. And this I will be probably not giving as a gift, but it's The Call of the Wild by Jack London, and it's an illustrated one. I don't believe it is abridged though, but we'll probably be doing this as a read aloud. And The Raven and Other Poems, this will be for school. Edgar Allan Poe, probably for my older 2. My 7-year-old's probably not quite ready for Poe poetry, but yeah, I love Edgar Allan Poe. And then last but not least, this is going to go to my husband because he has liked other books that Timothy Zahn has read, so this will be going to him for Christmas. Thank you for joining me today on my first book haul ever that I've done on my channel. And this I have a couple more little like ratty picture books in here that I'm not going to show you, but with everything I got, so many 2 bags filled to the top, it was $13. So I'm not complaining, and I got a lot to give them for Christmas. Have a fabulous day. I love you, and read a lot. Bye-bye.